Hey everyone, so here we'll be solving another problem which is remove duplicates from sorted array. So if you are starting with this two pointer technique, so this is also one of the good problem, one of good problem that you can even think. Although the like and dislike ratio it says something else, but believe me, this problem will build your intuitions, build your this two pointer base. Let's see what it says. You can pause the video and read this statement, but what I'll do, I'll explain this with this test case. So you're given an array nums which will and what is this array? This array is first, it is sorted in non-descending order, which means all the values are increasing in nature, not strictly, but they are increasing in nature. And the second thing is, it can contain duplicates, it may contain duplicates. All right, what you have to return as an output? Two things. See, actually in output you have to return what? Number of unique values. Number of unique values here, if you see 5, which means 0 1 2 3 4. There are 5 unique values which are 0 1 2 3 4. So you have to return 5, you have to return unique values. At the same time, the initial array that was given to you have to modify the initial array as in such a way that all the unique values, all 5 unique values, they appear at first 5 indexes. 0 1 2 3 4, they appear at first 5 indexes. After that you don't have to bother about them, you can leave them as it is. Because so what question says, you have to return the number of unique elements, and at the same time you have to modify the initial input array in such a way that all the unique elements, they appear at initial indexes. That's what you have to do, guys. Now let's see what this, how can you even go for this problem. Let's go in brute force and we'll see everything. See guys, if you can divide this problem, if you can divide this problem, this array space, into two parts. The first part with, let's say this was your nums. The first part will contain all the unique elements, the second part the rest of it. Let's see here, there was 0 2 zeros, so 1 0 is here, 1 0 is here. 3 zeros, 1, sorry, 3 ones, 1 1 is here, 2 ones are here. So in this way this will only contain unique. Now see, so the unique values, so what you wanted at the what you have to return, first thing you have to return is number of unique elements, so the size of this array. You see the 5, so you can return 5. And at the same time you have to modify this initial array. So what you have to do and how you have to modify this, just put this thing, just copy this thing in here. So if you see, I've copied this here, like for this array I've copied this array to this main. So if this will look like this, 0 1 2 3 4, and the remaining I don't consider, like we don't consider to like, play with that. The remaining we don't bother about it. Why? Because the question says it. The remaining you don't have to consider, only put the unique elements at the initial indexes. That is it. Now see guys, what you did, all right, you got the answer, that's great, but you used extra space here. And let's just see this. For this main answer, for this main space, you divided this into two array spaces, and if you like see this, you can directly get your answer by dividing them. You can get your answer by merging them out after you divide. So here, if you have watched my this identification or introduction video of two pointer, you know that when we go for this sort of approach, this sort of thing, that main array you physically divide this into two parts. You physically divide into two parts and you get your answer. Then go for two pointer, at least think that is there two pointer or not, because one pointer can handle this, one pointer can handle this. Potentially we can think in this way, because two arrays we know, to go for one of the, to go for each of them we may use two for loops, which means one iterator for them, one pointer for them. Now see guys, so right now we are clear that we have this extra array space and we have to make sure that we can we reduce this. Now see, what is this extra space used for? It is just used for unique elements. Can we get unique elements directly? Do we really need to care about, like, do we really need some extra space for all the unique elements? Let's see. If you guys can see, how can we get unique elements? This is our problem. If at certain index you see its previous element, because this is a privilege we are getting, that it is sorted and all the duplicate elements, they are clubbed together. So at any index I, see I minus 1, so see 0, this and the previous, they are 0, so this is not unique, this is not unique. 1, go to previous, this one you can consider unique, this one go to previous, it is not unique, this is not unique. This 2, it is unique. This 2, it is not unique. This 3, it is unique. This 3 is not unique. This 4 is unique. This 4 and this 4, they are not unique. So what you saw, if you compare ith index value to I minus 1 index value, you can directly know is that value unique or not. So we got this idea that we don't, like in brute force, you divided this physically into two parts, the unique and non-unique values, but we do you don't. And what are you concerned about? You're concerned about unique values. So you saw this, we can avoid using extra space. Now how can, why? Because just to get unique values you were using this array, you were using this extra space, but we don't want that. Now let's see how can we go, because now you got this idea that yeah, in two pointers we can use some conditions like this, I and I minus 1, we can compare that and we can get our answer without using extra space. Now just let me copy this space, this array 0 0 1 1. Just give me 10 seconds, guys. 4 4 4. This is the initial nums array that we were getting. Sorry for my bad writing. I'm literally not good at handwriting. Now let's see. We can say what, because we want all the unique elements at first place. So L equals to, because so here L, we can use an index L which will point that, while see we will surely use two pointers. First I or H you can call it. This will use for iterating in this array, this I and I minus 1, correct, to get the unique things. So this will be useful for iterating one element at a time, this I. And we have to make sure what, because only by iterating we don't, like we are not done. We want what, we want to put all the unique values at initial indexes. So you will use for that logic to put the unique elements at initial index. For that purpose you will use an extra pointer which is L, an extra variable which is L. And this L variable will say what, that whatever unique elements you are getting, put at this index. So and see guys, as I said, I and I minus 1, if you see the 0 with it's previous, there is no previous. So if you consider this is already unique. Till now this is already unique, the 0th element. So for that purpose L will also start from 1, I will also start from 1. Why? Because 0 index, if there is only one index, it is unique in itself. Now see this, I is 1, see to its previous with using this I and I minus 1. 0 and 0, is this 0 unique? No. Increase this 1 and 0, is this 1 unique? Till now is this 1 unique? Obviously yes. So put this 1 where? At index number 1, at index and L, at L index. Put this 1 here, increase this L equals to 2, which means now whatever unique element you will get, you will put it where? At 2 index. And also increase this by 3. So this 3 is not unique. All right, this 3 is not unique. Then you will go to 4, this 4 is not unique. Then you will go to where? 5. You will go to 5. Now see, 5 is 2 and its previous is 1. So till now, if you see till now, this 2 is unique, you can say. So this 2 will go where? At L index, which is index number 2. So put 2 here. Increase this L by 3. Increase this L by 1, which means 2 plus 1, which is 3 index. And obviously you will, as it was 5, then you will increase this to 6. Because this I will constantly increase. This is used just for loop iteration, one after another. So this 6 is also not unique. If you see this previous, then it will go for 7 3 and 2. This is 3, the previous is 2, so this 3 is unique. So you'll put this 3 where? The L index, which is third index, 3. So you'll put 3 here. You'll also increase this L by 4. So now whatever unique comes, it will come at index number 4. So you'll also increase 8. Now this 3 unique? No, it is not, because this 3 is already you have encountered. So you will increase this 8 by 9. Now this is this 9 is this 4 is unique? Obviously, because previous to it you are getting 3. All right, you're not getting 4 till now. You had not got 4 till now. So this 4 will go where? At L index, because L index makes sure that you put unique at this particular index. The new unique you'll put at this particular index. So this 4 will go where? Here. So you'll increase 4 by 5, and then if you increase this, you're done with that. So now see guys, if you're going with this approach, you saw that 0 1 2 3 4, all the unique values are at first places, the initial places, and L equals to 5. How many elements are unique? 1 2 3 4 5 elements, and it is given by L. So you got your unique values at first places, you got the count of unique values, and that is what you all need it. Now see the solution part of it. It should be pretty simple for you. This is size. If there is no element, if the size is 0, you cannot do anything like I minus 1, because for I minus 1, if you're doing so, this is not needed. It is not needed anymore. So just do this, that this is L equals to 1 and I equals to 1, which means, as I said, that zeroth index is already unique in itself, because there is only one value till now you encountered. So only from index number 1 you will get you will start seeing the unique and non-unique values, and that is why I variable is starting from 1 and L equals to 1, which means the new unique value will come at where? Lth index. So you saw this drill that we did already, and you return L. So you don't have to return the this array. The problem, the driver function, because this is the function that you write in lead code. Okay, this function is being called from some main function. All right, so that main function will check this nums configuration. That, see, from here you return the size, the length, sorry, the length, how many unique elements are there. But it will not just see like only see the count. It will also check in the input array, the main array, is it modified or not. Modified in a way that you put all unique elements at front. That's it. So do let me know in comments, yeah, if you like this video. I know these videos are a bit slow, but I make sure that the beginners, they are getting these concepts properly. And so do let me know in comments. It will really motivate me. चलो मिलते हैं बाद में. Bye bye.